Welcome to the Thursday, October 17th, special meeting of the Easton Planning and Zoning Board. This meeting will be conducted entirely by Zoom. I will go through briefly the remote procedures for Zoom. To use Zoom, you will need to use the link on the agenda or download the Zoom application and create an account. While conducting remote meetings, we will endeavor to keep meeting operations as close to standard procedures as possible. However, use of the remote platform will necessitate some additional meeting protocols. While the board members or commissioners and applicants will be on video, public participants invited to speak by the chair will also be on video, joining either by Zoom or through a call-in line. Public lines will be muted throughout the meeting to allow the board to conduct business and to eliminate background noise. All votes will be by roll call. The chair reserves the right to respond to questions during a live meeting, but may limit the time for such activities. For public hearings, during the public testimony portion of the meeting, members of the public joining via Zoom may be recognized by using the raise hand function found under participants from Zoom, or by making a request with the Q&A function. If you're joining by phone, press star 9 to raise your hand. When starting your testimony, as always, please state your name and address for the record. As in any public hearing, testimony offered must be related to the subject of the hearing being held. When all business indicated on the agenda has been completed, the members will vote to adjourn. We will start tonight's hearing with a roll call. Weeks.
Here.
Wolf.
Here.
Kidd.
Here.
And Stetson's here as well. So without further ado, we only have one item on tonight's agenda. This is the public hearing to amend the Easton Town Code Chapter 200, specifically with respect to stormwater management in order to comply with the requirements of the 2016 National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System. I thought this was Stephanie, a federal recommendation or guideline that was adopted by the state back in 2016 and I guess adopted by the town a few years ago. And now really the purpose behind this change is to, I guess, put everything in one place. Is that kind of a fair summary?
That is pretty much the town in, I think it was 2020, actually 2021 adopted section 200, and that was a very lightweight version, and it really just talked about, so what is required is by the United States EPA is that as part of this National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System, which is really to eliminate the sources of pollutants that are flowing into our water bodies, and that's primarily a result of runoff and unmanaged stormwater. And pollutants include not just oils and materials that collect on your roadways, but silt that runs into and clogs up the rivers and streams within the community. And so the purpose behind 2016 NIPDES, as it's commonly called, is to reduce the runoff of silt from properties that are under construction and being and then controlling stormwater on site post-construction. So the town adopted a policy, a bylaw, and it pretty much talked about the type of systems that the town would look to have installed as part of the stormwater management review of projects. But what the EPA was really looking for was more administrative oversight. Now, Easton provides that administrative oversight through the notice of intent process through the Conservation Commission. So for any project that is proposing a disturbance, whether it's 1 acre or more, this NIPDES applies specifically where the disturbance is 1 acre or more of disturbance. But if there's any wetland, any potential or discharge of stormwater to a wetland resource area, that gets reviewed through the notice of intent process that is administered by the Conservation Commission. And on the planning board side, our rules and regulations require stormwater management for disturbance of commercial properties and parking lots of a size of 10 or more parking spaces. And that's kind of a summary of it. So what the EPA is looking for is a centralized bylaw that centralizes those administrative processes. We do it through site plan review, we do it through the subdivision review, and where applicable, special permits. But they want it in one bylaw.
Okay. And so this is the opening of the public meeting. So I guess I neglected to ask, the public notices all went out, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I neglected to ask Mickey to read us in, if you wouldn't mind doing so now.
Sure thing. The Town of Easton notice of public hearing in accordance with the provisions of Chapter 40A, Section 5 MGL, the Easton Planning and Zoning Board will hold a public meeting on Thursday, October 17th, 2024 at 6:30 p.m. This hearing will be held via Zoom for the purpose of receiving public comments concerning the following amendments to the Easton Town Code. Amend Chapter 200 Stormwater Management to comply with the requirements of the 2016 National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System General Permit for Stormwater Sewers in the Systems in Massachusetts. Copies of the proposed amendment is available for review at the Planning and Economic Development Office at 136 Elm Street, Northeastern Massachusetts, during regular business hours, and at URL to follow. This notice is available at masspublicnotices.org. Zoom meeting instructions will be posted 48 hours in advance of the meeting at the town website. All are invited to participate.
Thank you, Mickey. So does anyone have any questions or comments on this one? This one is pretty straightforward, I think.
Yeah,
I just had one quick question. And from what I read, the written portion that is being amended was primarily process oriented about how we manage it, and it really didn't impact any of the substance of what was in the stormwater management update. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
That's how I interpreted it as well. So this is unusual. We haven't had one that's hasn't engendered a lot of public commentary, but I didn't see anyone joining.
No, I don't see anybody.
So I'll open it up to public comment now, unless any of the other board members have any additional thoughts. Okay. So do we vote? What would we do here, Stephanie? Do we vote to recommend tonight?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Do we have to close the public hearing first?
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. We would need to close the public hearing first, so we need 2 votes.
Motion to close the public hearing, Wolf.
Second, Kidd.
Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. Kidd?
Aye.
Wolf?
Aye.
Weeks?
Aye.
And Stetson's an aye as well. And I know that Suzanne would like for me to point out that Alan Weeks is sitting in as a full member tonight, not in his alternate status. Okay, now that we have closed the public hearing, any further discussion or motions?
Would the motion be to recommend that this move to town warrant, or would the motion, I'm not clear on what we're...
That's exactly right.
Yes.
Okay, so motion to move the as written amendments to town warrant.
Second, Kidd.
Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. Kidd?
Aye.
Wolf,
Aye.
Weeks,
Aye.
and Stetson's and I as well. Stephanie, is that it? That's it. Wow. Okay. All
Yeah,
right. Okay. Well, thank you all for joining, and apologies for doing it on a Thursday night, but I appreciate you guys accommodating this. I'll have one final motion for the evening.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Darn it. Okay, I'll second it.
All right. I'm assuming no further discussion. So, Kid,
Aye.
Wolf,
Aye.
Weeks,
Aye.
and Stetson's and I as well. Thank you all again. See you soon.
Not a
All
problem.
right, take care.
thank you.